Hey everyone, Tech Haberdashery here. Alright, so this is it. This is the video. I'm going to put it all in here. I've got all the parts, I've got all the RGB fans, I got the RAM and all that jazz. So we're going to put it all together. Well, I'm going to put it all together and hopefully you'll watch to see what it looks like. I'm going to show you what I'm taking it out of, and I'm going to show you what I'm putting it into. This is what I'm putting it into. I'm showing you the case that I'm going to take my computer out of. And then I will put together all the different clips of me actually Plasti-Dipping the case, and you will get to see that process, and we'll show you the final product at the end. So alright guys, so feeling a little under the weather when I record this, so forgive me, but we've got the Corsair 600C, Carbide 600C right here, and I'm just gonna see if I can flip this around, and I'm leaving all the plastic on here. And what we're going to do is I'm going to masking tape off the edges. I'm going to open it up. We're going to paint the inside here. Sorry if I can get the camera right. We're going to paint all the inside right here. And we're going to start by taking out these 3 screws and these 3 screws, and we're going to take the whole case apart. And once we do that, we will start to spray paint the inside with white Plasti-Dip. So this is part 1. I'll give you all an idea of what I'm doing, and my taping isn't perfect, but we're using a masking tape to just come along the edge here, and this has all got plastic on it, so if I get any on the outside here, if I get any Plasti-Dip on this, I can just peel off this protective plastic and it'll be fine. But as you can see, there's some gaps here around the handle, so I'm going to tape that off because I want to paint the handle white as well. And then I'm going to flip over to the inside. I'm going to have to do the same thing here, just run some masking tape along the edge of the insides here, and I'm probably going to put oh look, this is plastic. Okay, cool, there's protective plastic on the inside too, so alright, that's way less difficult. So I'm thinking going into it that this is going to be the most difficult piece, since I have to tape off a lot of this, so that the clear acrylic window here does not get whited over, because obviously if I can't see through the window, it kind of defeats the whole point of doing this. So I'll give us a show once this is done. This is the finished deal here. Got my masking tape running on the edges. I decided I'm not going to paint this side right here white, because this is the actual latching mechanism for the door, and I don't want that to get jammed by what's effectively paint. It's rubber, but still. So yeah, I just ran off the side since all this has all this protective plastic on it, and we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm doing this outside because you want to be in a well-ventilated area anytime that you're using any kind of aerosol. I just did a couple test sprays here with my Plasti-Dip. I've had these sitting in the heat for about 4 hours. It's always hot here in South Carolina, so leaving this outside for a few hours got it warmed up. It's not a hot can, but it's a warm can, and as you can see, it comes through very fine and not very speckled, so it's not going to have large globules. And we're going to get started on this, and let's see if I can record and spray at the same time here. So that's what one coat looks like. So it's a little bit dappled. So we're going to have to go over this quite a number of times to get it looking right, and I will we'll take some pictures and do a video once that's done. So this is, I've gone over this, each part that is white, both the bottom here, the top, and the handle. I've gone over each one about 6 or 7 times now, and I'm just letting this dry. I'm probably going to let it sit for 10-15 minutes and give it a little touch test and make sure that it's dry. And I'm leaving my other can out in the heat there so that it will stay warm, and I'll probably do the same with this one, so that we do not start to get any real big globules. As you can see, it's not a perfect coat, so we're gonna have to go over this probably another half dozen or so more times to get it looking quite the way I want it, and kind of more of a smooth pure white as opposed to dappled or speckled in any way. So I will keep at it and let you know how it turns out. Alright, so it's a little damp to the touch, but as we can see, there's no residue on my finger, and you can run your finger across it, so I think that's just a different texture of the rubber, but it's a little sticky. But so we're gonna get back at it here, and you kind of want to get like 12 inches or so away. You don't really want to get don't want to get too close to it, oversaturate it. Just do some quick light sprays. You can, if you want, you just go across like I did on the first time, just back and forth one time, and that's how we'll keep doing it until we get this looking right. I mean, this is actually pretty smooth on the coloring. Maybe just a little touch-ups in the corner, but it's looking pretty good here so far. Okay, this looks done to me. Pretty good. I'll flip it over. And try to keep this the same. Going to spray this side. Again, I'm not really going to do the locking mechanism because I don't want that to get jammed by accident or mistake. So I will go ahead and spray the inside of this. Yeah. Nice and smooth, just like that. And we'll just go back and forth, and whew, glad I'm outside because the smell of spray paint is strong. I guess that's just the smell of aerosol, but alright, I'll do that, and so we'll move forward with the progress. I've got my door, the clear side of it, outside drying. I'm just going to go ahead and take some time to remove the thumb screws and take off the other side door. And so we're going to have to paint this whole thing white, and we're going to have to disassemble more or less this entire case. The hard drive caddies have got to come out. It's easy enough. That's there. This is, let's see, we have us a box full of goodies here. What do we have in this box? Some screws and zip ties for cable management. Cool, cool. I'm going to be using those for sure. Alright. I'm going to take out these screws here, take off those, and all of, not sure how I'm going to tackle this cabling. It's all connected here. This is the top I/O here. I call the front I/O for other cases, but it's not on the front, it's on the top. So this is all wired in, so I might have to go a different route with that and just be fancy with the cable management. But we gotta take out these rubber grommets because I don't want to Plasti-Dip these. I mean, I'm sure I could and they'd probably be fine, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to leave these black, and we'll see how far, see what it looks like, and if I want to Plasti-Dip them after the fact I can, but I think it'll be fine. This one here, and we've got to pull these cables through. This is going to be a fun little mess. Oh, well, be sure to undo this here, this twist tie that they have on the side of the case. So, keep these in place. Slide these right out, like so. And so you definitely want to pull these out of the way, because when I'm outside spray painting this, I want to be able to, I'm going to have to cut this zip tie here. I think that one will be fine. This one here I'm definitely going to have to cut, so I can actually bend these up and kind of out of the way so I can spray paint, Plasti-Dip the inside of this. So, I mean, I say that, I really don't know if I need to do this side because all the lighting is going to be over here. And so I'm going to replace these fans with the LED versions. I'm going to buy those separate from Corsair and replace them. So I'm going to have to take out these fans and this one here. And all this will be white. So once we have all the LED fans in here, we have the LED RAM in here, it's all going to light up the inside of this real pretty. All this is going to be white. So, yeah. RGB everything, am I right? Alright, so that's where we're at progress-wise. So I discovered this. So just to give you an idea of what we'll need to do. Gotta undo this top screw for these 2.5-inch hard drive bays. I'm going to call them SSD bays because that's where my solid-state drives are going. They're going in these positions, and so you kind of got to pull this up. And it's weird because it's hooked in. So if you look here, how this is raised, you have here where it hooks in. So you kind of got to line it up, and then this is proving to be somewhat difficult. So you got to line it up and slide it in. I don't know if I can do this with one hand, to be fair, but it's also hooked up here at the top. See these two holes? So, and these are, they're not hooked, but they just sit on the edges like that to offer some additional stability. So you kind of gotta push them and pull them out at the same time, or push up and pull down. It's kind of a quick motion where you go up and down and it pulls the whole thing off. So, and then magnetic screwdrivers for the win. Don't lose your screws. Don't go screwy on me. Taking off the rear fan is pretty simple here. It's a single 140mm fan. So it's one screw. Again, don't lose your screws. It's easy for me because I've got a white carpet, so some things are easy. Unscrew this. You know, it's probably not good to go down one side. I mean, unscrewing is probably less important than screwing in. If you're screwing things in, you definitely want to go catty corner and distribute the weight evenly. But I think unscrewing it is less of a concern. So you just want one little twist, and now it's lost all of its pressure, all its hold. So Corsair's designed this case so you can definitely put, if you wanted, you could definitely put some 120mm fans in here. So if you don't like Corsair's fans, which there's absolutely nothing wrong with these, other than the fact that they don't light up, which is the whole point of this little project. So this is the exhaust. This is the intake. So remember that sticker side is the exhaust side. So I'm just going to put these aside. We'll hang on to these screws as well. And alright, so these front fans are going to be a little bit of a different animal because the screws, as you can see, that's the end of this, where the threading of the screw is. It's not where the grip is. So what I've got to do is I've got to take this front panel off, and you can see that it's indented here for hard drive, or sorry, optical drive. So if you want to do a DVD or Blu-ray, you can certainly put that in there, which I've got a DVD drive I'm going to put in here, I do think. But the trick is on the inside here, this is pretty difficult for me to show, but there's a clip, and you've got to press this clip, and you've got another one down here, so you got to press both clips and unhook this side of it, and then do the same thing on the other side. So I'm not going to be able to do that one-handed, so I'm going to have to, gonna have to stop recording here for a minute, and I will show you the end direction. There's 3 clips. There's one here, and there's one here. It's right behind this lip. So pop, get your finger in there, pop it. So now half of it is removed. It goes on like so, but I'm not very good at counting. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. So you got to do 4 clips on this side, 4 clips on this side. So a total of 8 clips, 4 clips. Sorry about that. And then we have access to the front. Take off this masking tape. We don't need that. And remove our dust filter, which is, it doesn't look like it's magnetic because there's screws there. It looks like this just goes and just pops right into place. There's a little tension grip right here, tension hook. So you put it in place. These right here are magnets. Okay, so it is magnetic. I thought I felt that. So these right here are magnets. There's your little tension grip, so you want to put that on the inside, and that hooks. So when you want to remove it, you just press that down so the hook comes out, and then boop, just slides it right off, just like that. Be aware there's 2 hooks here at the bottom for those holes. So when you get the hook, the tension hook at the top release, once you press it down, pull it up, just pull it back and then pull it up just a little bit, and that will release it. And now we have access to our front fans. So again, Corsair giving us a lot of options for fan and radiator installs here. We've got 2 140mm fans, never been turned on, at least not since I've owned this. Well, it was tested at the factory, I assume. And we've got these 2 screws here, these 2 screws here for the bottom, and then 2 and 2, and they've got a bunch of different holes and for different size fans or radiators. So that's what I'm going to remove these, and this will be pretty much ready to be taken out to be Plasti-Dipped, along with this front panel and the backside door. And that's it. Our fans are removed, and there's our dust filter. Seriously, don't even think about Plasti-Dipping this, because that would be asinine, because the little fibers are just going to get hung up in here, and it's not going to do any favors at all whatsoever. So there are our 340mm Corsair fans. And so this is going to prove an interesting little project, because let's see, this has already got plastic tape over it, but this switch isn't covered, so I'm probably going to put, actually, I can put this little bit of masking tape over the top of here, and I'll cut that down to size so it'll be on top of there proper. But that'll leave my top I/O clear. We'll paint all this white. I mean, it's nice black, but I want it all white so that it reflects the color inside and out. I don't know what, anyway, I just want it white. That's really a poor reason. Okay, let's see how this has turned out. So, it's gonna go ahead and start peeling off. Oh, man, that thing starts to settle. Gums really starts to peel. Well, the good news is that it peels right off this plastic, so let's see if I can get this. Alright. It came out pretty easy. So I guess I really don't have to peel off any of this tape, but I'm kind of doing it so I can see how the rubber itself, once it's cured, is going to behave when I go to peel off the rest of this masking tape. Okay, so look at that. See, the glass is, not the glass, but the acrylic is untouched. But all of this is white, so sweet. So let's see here. Woo! Look at that. Ha! Rip it off quick. Always rip the band-aids off quick. Alright. So, this is difficult with one hand, so I think I'm just going to show you what it's like when it's done, so I don't make any mistakes with this. There, we can repaint that. That'll be just fine. Man. It's looking good so far. This is the backside door panel on the inside. You can see a little bit of, after going over a few coats, you can see some spots that I guess need to be touched up some. It's real obvious here in the sunlight, but I think it's less noticeable. Well, maybe not. It's still pretty noticeable in less direct light. But, so we got to finish touching this up, do the other side, and then got the rest of the case to work on. So this is a multi-hour project because you got to be patient and let this stuff dry.